It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Get up! 180! 98 to Mike. I got it. Go!
Now Trubisky on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
They're not right for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's got Burton here. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 46 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. First carry for James Conner. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Here we go, here we go. Black 20. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kicked it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 25 yards for the touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they get nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. The 40. The 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 17 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
He probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now it's Trubisky. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 38, Roethlisberger. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Fielded about a yard deep. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. A pretty wild 1st quarter, 21-7, our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. stepping up. He's going to keep it. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing here, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for, and now it's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Trubisky to throw, connecting with Burton here over the middle. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On second down, Connor looking for space, and he's got room. That one good for 33 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that, because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Here we go. Back 30. Check, 59. Let him know. Back at 3rd.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Connor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Kill. Monday. Hey, turn it up. Alert. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
From the 29, Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Set! Block 80! Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You better be afraid of me.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Complete to Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, 40 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on second and 10. Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Trubisky now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is first and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3. They'll run again with Samuels on first down. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
180. Mike 58 right there. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Connor.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's a surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams, have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change them? And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On second and 11 now. Trubisky caught by Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles. And I believe he's...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 22 yards. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 4 yards the pickup, first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On first down, Connor. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Steelers 17.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Here's Roethlisberger. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Roethlisberger will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First down, a run with Cohen. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
From the 36, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Alert.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Matchbox lights.
Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Red, touch.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Alert.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run with Montgomery. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They run. Montgomery trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Draw play, Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Steelers take over. Let's go. Do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
I got you, boy.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mark Barrett showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, they picked up a first down for him, too.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
54 Mike. I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On the ground with a tight end. He needed 2. He only got 1. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Khalil Mack able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flush to his right. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 16, Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Newton now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice shot. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Trubisky. Finds his target, Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Intended for Taylor Gabriel. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it staring at a third down and 13. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. On 2nd and 1, Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, Montgomery. Mario Addison in on the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, it's Montgomery. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 27. The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Scampering home from 19 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The extra point, not exactly a thing of beauty, but it does ricochet home. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Newton now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Play action. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Go. Let's go. Good dad. Go.
On first down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And it's third down.
You're a set, ready? Mike, 58, right there. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, In this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football. Now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd and 7, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And that will be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the draw, this is Cohen. And an alley to run. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 38, Trubisky is going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Break it out. 180. 54 miles. Hey, let's get this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check. Hot route. Hot.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They come out here in the I. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I don't know if they scripted this drive or they're going off field, but that's 3 plays that are working pretty well.
Yeah, not only that, it's 3 first downs as a result. Might want to think about maybe taking a timeout on defense and trying to regroup, because their strategy thus far is simply...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
At the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play on top deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check 31. Check 31.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Too little, cut. Check. Check. Crunch. Ran, up.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Gerald McCoy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
From the 38, Newton. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 27, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
20.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Panthers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one goes out of bounds, so they will not be able to get the football back here in the 4th. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's got this down to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check 99. Check 99.
They go play action with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Trubisky will throw. And he's got Burton here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw once more on second and 10. Trubisky. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught. He hits more. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Throwing on second down. Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This is taken at his 4. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They try again with Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hit it. 57's run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Fight.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. 54. You must be snapped.
On second and 9, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 9 yards to go.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9.
All day, defense. All day. All day. Shoot.
Throwing his Locke on third down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. That's the run. Hit it.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
From just shy of midfield, Locke looking middle, and it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, right back to Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Get it.
Throwing on second and 8. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They look to throw. It's Locke. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now on second and 13, Darnold. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, here's Bell. Well, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. To To throw is Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Chris Herndon. Incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Darnold down to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. He's got a first down and more past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. He'll have another first down and more. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
General West. Check this out.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run the counter. Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
54. Mike 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. 3rd down here.
Check Mike. Check Mike. They got tight
from the gun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. First carry for Royce Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Block going to throw. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Chris Harris on the coverage.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 62 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Block will try again on second down. This is the tight end Fant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Indy. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Block now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
On the double. 57, Mike 57. I'm coming.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum going. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
This is Freeman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set up. 10 Tucson. 54. Mike 54. You. Ready.
Now to the air. Lock. He completes this to Sutton. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a carry for Lindsey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Darnold completes it, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Purcell able to get him for a loss of about 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Darnold, a screen to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll try the draw. Lindsey. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Block now to throw. And he's got Hireman. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Block now. He's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's first and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the ready. Check right 54. Right 54. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Hit it.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 3 yards out, and the Broncos have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
On
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep.
We got this.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. After the sack on first down, Darnold, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 24 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 6.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Throwing his lock on third down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 95 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer, but when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
To throw is Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Darnold now to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To the air again, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold, and this is caught. Demaryius Thomas, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Caught here by Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try to move forward.
Well, he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. On 1st down, Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. On second down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, fights free at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal. Locke, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Locke now on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now it's Lindsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Locke now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Another run by Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. To throw it is Locke. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Jets take over.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Block now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it's 3rd and goal.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Throwing now is Locke, and this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. A strong running. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Darnold, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Now that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Darnold completes it, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Back to throw, Darnold. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Darnold to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Darnold, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, it's Freeman. And an alley to run. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.